Peace, beloveds. What's going on? It's your boy. It's Quadeuce, and I'm back with another video, you guys. And let's get into it, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, you guys. So I'm back with another one, and in this video, I want to talk about potential. And I want to talk about it from a dual aspect, as we live in a world of duality, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, we gotta add that aspect in the conversation. So, let's talk about it, shall we? Potential. Now, when we say something has potential, we normally are referring to it just having the ability to. So technically, if you want to be technical, everything has potential. And while I'm on this topic and this part of the conversation, let me step a little off topic to address something that I want to address about potential. You spend your whole life looking for the highest potential income you can earn, the highest potential best partner you can have based off of society standard, the highest potential everything you could have. You spent your whole life trying to find that potential, and that potential exists in everything. So it's like, good job, you know what I'm saying? And this not only, I'm not talking directly to you guys, this goes for me as well, because that's how I feel right now. Realizing that the potential that you seek for exists already within yourself and everywhere, within everyone. Everything is just about realization and realizing that potential. But back to what I was saying. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a little sip. Do you ever just sit and wonder the potential of humanity in a broad spectrum? And then do you ever just sit and wonder your personal potential in this life? Like, could you do something that is so amazing that it hasn't been done before? Could you make a discovery that hasn't been discovered today? Do you feel like you could do that? Or do you feel like nothing new ever happens in your life? Because if you feel like nothing new ever happens in your life, that's not good. You're not really living. I'm sad to say that. Because living an entire life and not enjoying any of it as life is to be enjoyed is very sad. That's sadder than a funeral of a person who lived life as it was meant to be and enjoyed it, you know? I think that's sadder than the grieving process of losing a loved one itself. But sometimes I just sit and wonder, right? If 1,000,000 of us could get together and put our energy together and our auras together, what could we make happen in one day or in the course of a year? If 1,000,000 people came together and dedicated themselves and their mental energy into mass meditation and deep meditation and conscious uh, uh, manifesting consciously and attracting things into the world and vibrations and energy that we all want. And what if we could all put our focus on a specific thing? Like, let's just say we got a person we trying to heal in the group. We want them to be healthy. If 1,000,000 people put their energy and focus and attention into that person healing and being healthy, how do we know that that person doesn't start healing and their body's ailments don't start reversing within 10 minutes? These are the kind of conversations and these are the kind of ideas that I think about that I'm ready, so ready for to live in. I feel as though I'm ready to live in a society where we think about things like this and where we think about how to really, I mean, to me, ain't nobody doing nothing as far as innovation and advancement. Politics does not advance people. People have still been arguing for the same shit about the same size when it comes to politics for 50 plus years. Like, politics don't do anything. It's not helping nobody. It's not even designed in a way that can be helpful. Cause I'm gonna tell you this: if you do something good, somebody that does something bad can come right behind you and erase all the effects of the good thing that was done. So you get 4 years of this president on this side of the ball, and then 4 years of this president on the other side of the ball. That's like a cancel out. That's like canceling each other. That's like canceling out and not moving progress for 8 years. Because we just had a president on this side, not a president on this side. He gonna spend 4 years trying to erase, especially if it was a president from the other side in the previous, you feel what I'm saying, election that won. And when he get out, the president from the other side gonna spend 4 years trying to erase what he did. This shit all gonna cancel out. Man. So I don't do all the politics stuff because real change in society is like real ideas and real innovation. You feel me? Like, it's depressing. It's depressing, and I don't know if it's just me that thinks like this, but have so many vast ideas and thoughts and innovative things and ways of thinking. It's like, I know it gotta be somebody out there that thinks and has these same kind of innovative ideas, but it's like, I have to live stuck in a world where those kind of innovations and those kind of ideas are unwelcome, unwanted by certain people, as well as unrealistic. Now I gotta walk around being called the unrealistic one, or the one that's the big dreamer, or the one with his head high in the clouds, or head high in the sky, or living in his own world, because I gotta be called that because I can see things that y'all can't. You feel me? I gotta walk through the world where people don't want change and don't want progress and be the weird one, because what the fuck is this spinning around that we've been doing for years and years and years and years? I mean, I've only been here for 26 good years, and I get the sense that we've been doing this shit for a long time in different ways. War, Old wars, new wars, old dances, new dances. It's all the same. We just been spinning and branching off of the same shit over and over. And it's like, ever just sit and wonder what society could progress into if it was able to start moving forward with ideas and the way we move as a system and the way we see and treat our people and change and defeat simple things like hunger issues. There's no way hunger should still exist in America. Like, there's no way for real. Like, it's not even. It don't even make sense. It don't make sense. So many different ways to fight it that would be effective that don't have to cost extra money and come out of nobody's pocket. I mean, people waste so much food. There's ways to put programs on the play where people can get food no matter what. Right there, right then, because where there's somebody starving here, there's somebody right over here that's throwing away some food. And if that person knew that this person over here was starving, I'm sure they wouldn't mind giving them some food that they're about to throw away. So why can't my fucking, not my, because these people ain't my nothing, but why can't the governments, and I'm talking about our world governments, simply create a system that where you can post or an app or some shit like that where boom, simple balance. Oh, here's somebody throwing some food away. Okay, I'm finna throw some food away. Boom, I hit a button. Okay, so and so throwing away some food that they don't want right now, that they'll sit outside at the front door for me. Boom, and I see that on my phone as a homeless guy. You feel what I'm saying? I don't understand why, or you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how hunger and homelessness and all of these things still exist. I mean, I understand how and why, because they don't want this kind of stuff to change. So it's like everybody could be taken care of to the point where nobody really has to be uncomfortable. Now, will that come into reality and play in our society? Probably not. It's been a long time and it still hasn't. It still hasn't been figured out that there can be social statuses in a world where everybody is comfortable. You can still be that nigga or that bitch. You can still have more to flex. You can still have more resources. You can still look like a more powerful person in a society where the least of the power or the powerless of people, you know what I'm saying, where the most, well, damn, I said that all wrong. In a society where the powerless people still have everything they need to the point that they can actually be comfortable. And I just don't understand how that hasn't. Well, I do. Like I said, I know why. It's not going to. It's not supposed to get figured out. Come on, man. We got smart people on Earth, like Elon Musk, like Jeff Bezos, like Mark Zuckerberg, like I'm talking about we got people who have made virtual gaming a cheap, effective reality that you could just get and put right there in your home. I'm talking about people and companies, and names, and technology that have so much money. I'm not just talking about US, I'm talking about all countries. Fuck it, I'm calling it out. I'm talking about We buy the shit they promote and put out. We follow their rules and their laws. We accept their social statuses and quotes and the social ways of life that they promote because they control that narrative with money. Because money gonna always talk, and it's gonna always make people talk and make them say whatever you want them to say, for real. And even if that person came back later on and said, hey, I just said it because of the money, it's still, you don't know in that moment if that person lying or not, whether to believe them for the truth or not. Did they say it because of the money? Or they lying to try to throw you off? So, money gonna always talk. But it's just like, man, the whole world food, man. The whole world is really food. And it's holding back the potential. I mean, the people that's trying to be oppressors and doing the oppression. And I'm not just talking specific race, specific country. I'm just talking about in general, all over, everywhere. Y'all are doing all this oppression and oppression, but you're not realizing like y'all is doing. Evil is ignorance. It is very ignorant to be evil, to intentionally do some shit, to fuck up some shit, and mess up some shit, and wield your energy around and use it to destroy some shit instead of using it to make something better. And you gotta live in this shithole that you're making. Mind you that that's how ignorant it is. And then, like, you gotta live here too. You feel me? So, it's ignorant. So, I think that those who intentionally try to oppress others in different ways and whatever tactics they use, whether it be narcissism, physically, through military, through government, through media, whatever, I think they're slowing down humanity's progress. And another thing, I think we could have been in tune and in touch with the aliens already, quote unquote, so and so. But why would such an advanced race of beings and these advanced races of beings and species of beings, why would they want to communicate with such a low level species that doesn't have a basic understanding of coming together to forward the evolution of humanity instead of getting caught in our egos and trying to be the number one guy or gal on earth in the world of billions of people. Like, that's what we do all day with our life. And we call that adulting. Get as much money as you can to buy as much shit as you can just to show the world that you did and can. Adulting. But it's very childish, isn't it? Like, we call it adulting, but it's very childish. It's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing childish about taking care of yourself and of your people and family and responsibilities. But there's very much something wrong when you create a whole reality that is negative to a certain category of people because they are not as fortunate. And you creating that category, let's be honest, because tax brackets, right? Tax brackets. these brackets ain't just brackets. These are categories of different kinds of people that go through different kinds of realities right here on the same plane, in the same physical existence. You got people going through, everybody's going through a literal different reality. They look at the world differently. They've been through different experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different reality through each individual's person's eyes. And I guess I'm just real empathic and got a good understanding. I understand it, and not a lot of people do, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like, I be feeling I'm tired of humanity just being stuck. And cause I got, if humanity's stuck, I gotta be stuck. And I don't like that. Cause in my head, I got all these awesome, cool, amazing ideas of not being stuck. And I'm pretty sure other people do too. But we can't express them. We can't get them in emotion. We can't get them into action. Because the system isn't made for people. The system is made for people that stand out in expression and in um, innovation and things like that to be sought after, found out, and put into a place, a bind, to where they can't get that. I mean, you have so many things trying to attack you when you're thinking like this. You know, you have relationships and your personal things that you kind of create that can hold you back. Then you have the system itself that does everything that it can to hold these type of people back. And these are the type of people that need to be at the front of our society, pushing it forward and leading the way. One thing that I noticed and I've realized about modern culture and society that the ancients had that we don't have, the ancients chose people and they let those people lead the society. And it don't matter if you talking about what culture. There was always some chosen leaders. And normally there was older, you know what I'm saying, that led society. That had high influences on society and the values that society should have. And what it all means. You know what I'm saying? These days, we have so many leaders. It's crazy because it's like everybody these days want to be a leader, and there's so many leaders that don't even agree to be going in the same direction. So it's like, how that's gonna work? You feel me? That's gonna cause another conflict. But it's like the ancients would all sit down and they could all gather around and choose a leader and decide on a leader. Even in a democracy, which is supposed to be fair and freeing and the land of freedom and all of this, we still can't sit down and choose and decide a leader for more than a certain period of time. And that's fine, but it's like, even still with everything in play to make it a democracy, taking out the time period point. Um, Look what happened during the elections recently. Cheating, you know what I'm saying? Scandals, like other countries' environments type shit. Uh, Look how divided the country has become. Even though the elected people and party got elected how they got elected. Look how it just split up everything. People fired, people quitting. You know what I mean? People getting replaced and moved around and dropped because they don't fit the description of what the plan and the plot is. And that's what this shit is all about. That's what this is all about when it comes to this Matrix stuff. Most people never even realize this happening. Some people realize it and are forced to sit through it and enjoy it. And it could be enjoyable. But potential, man. Potential. Human potential and world potential and I mean you just never know what could happen. Like, what if we could all 8 billion people in this world, or everyone in the world could literally hold hands and meditate? While, like, just standing outside. We just all over holding hands across the world at the same time, holding hands, stretching from continent to continent, meditating. Or state to state, city to city, stretching. Holding hands in a potentially geometrical pattern, you know, to unlock different frequencies and vibrations and energy even further. Sacred geometrical patterns. And you never know what would happen. Who would answer? What we would feel. You know what I'm saying? But I guess then again, getting to that point, it's like a process and you gotta enjoy it. You know. But of course, I won't want to know, me personally, how that would feel. What that experience would be like to be all one. You know what I'm saying? To be all, for everybody to be having the same, be on the same page and aiming for the same thing at the same time. Nobody would have room for any negative thoughts because we are all focused on the same goal. Feel me? For real. So it'd be like, because everybody is focused on the same kind of thing, I ain't got time for my thoughts to be conflicting with your thoughts and us to argue and get into it about it. And I just wonder what would happen if that was done for 2 or 3 days. Or, you know what I'm saying? How many people could be healed if we was able to do some shit like that in real life? And it's not that we're not able to do no shit like that in real life. We are. They just won't make it your social norm. They just won't make healing and being free and being what you were supposed to be and how you are supposed to be. They won't make it the norm. They don't want it to happen. They're scared they're going to lose the feeling that comes with being able to say I'm more powerful than you based off of these social standards, these financial standards. And that status is a superficial, almost damn near fake created environment. Like, bitch, if you don't get that weak shit out of here, you ain't did nothing crazy for real, nothing worth praising. You created your own controlled environment. You created your own game to win at it. How lame you must be. Like, what? Come on, that shit lame as fuck. You got mad that you couldn't play games the fair games and win at them. So you created your own games in your own way to win them. Just so we could just say you a winner. Because really you a loser. Like, come on now. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. I'm just speaking about things that don't make sense, and that's one of them that don't make sense. And I think that's holding back our potential. I really do. Like I'm ready to communicate with other what you call that shit? I'm ready to communicate with other species from other planets and galaxies and shit. But it's like, how these people gonna show out, pop out? They ain't gonna pop out. Not like this. We gonna shoot them down for sure, or we gonna at least try to, and they gonna eliminate our ass. So it will make sense for them to stay away until humanity could like realize it will make sense for humanity to stay away until we could realize and open our eyes and not be so scared and low vibration. Cause man, if they came out and everybody in the world freaked out, and when I say in the world, I'm not just talking about, you gotta understand, we're not just talking about we're not just talking about conspiracy theorist people. We talking about high-ranking people too in this society. There are high-ranking people that don't know what's going on. Just like there's low-ranking people according to society standards. Now, I don't think nobody should be ranked high or low based off of society standards. But just as a reference so you can know what I'm referring to, even the high people don't all know what's going on. They lie to as many people as they can. You try to fool or trick as many people as they can. That's like their whole goal. But all of this is really holding back the potential. And that's what I'm mad at. Like, y'all want to trick people, play games, cool. But, like, now y'all holding back the potential. And I want to elevate, and I'm sure there's other people on the planet that want to elevate and just want to live a different way. Like, this ain't it, bro. This ain't never been it, but people keep pretending like it is and forgetting that it ain't. Because when you do get enough money and things do get alright, they be alright. You get enough money, stuff be okay. But what if you never hit that goal that you trying to hit for the amount you need? And this is the thing. We see a few people in comparison to how many people there are. When we watching this media and stuff, we don't realize these are only a few people compared to the amount of people that exist. There's a few athletes, a few artists, a few actresses. You know what I mean? Like, it's only a few people. So we shouldn't even think that these people could represent realistically what we as a normal everyday people would even be going through. At all. You feel me? So potential. We gotta find a way to personally increase our potential. I mean, we can't worry about the world's potential through a group stance because spirituality is your own personal journey. So we're gonna think about this, we're gonna think about it from a personal stance first. And then once we understand ourselves, we can understand the rest of the world and break it all down. But the world is not an imperfect place. It's just being held back by imperfect people, flawed people. You know what I'm saying? So, potential, man. That's potential in aspects of the world. Now let's talk about personal potential a little bit. Have you ever wondered how deep you can go? How amazing you can feel? How sincere you can be? How high can you vibrate? Have you ever wondered these things personally? If you have, then you got a pretty good start to a lot of things. And if you haven't, it's not that you have had a bad start. You just never thought about it. But you're here. So now it's time to think. Have you? Do you live your life like a video game? Wake up, get to the money, and see how much I can buy or spend? Or do you live your life like wake up and look for forward progress? Look to maximize my potential. Look to increase and expand in every aspect. You see what I'm saying? That's way more powerful in my opinion than I woke up and look for results like the money. Look for results like the car, the clothes, you know, the girls. Like it's just a different way of thinking. When you're seeking out your potential instead of seeking out just the result, it'll have you thinking about how great you can be and are, and not even thinking about the result because you're chasing the potential. I'm coming making videos, not having a lot of subscribers, but I'm not chasing the result of I'm trying to get this many views, that many views. I would like to get my goals and views and subscriber count up and all of that accomplished, but I'm chasing the potential. The potential is not happen. I mean, it's happening now because everything is happening now, in the past and in the future, and at the same time. But um, it's for later. It's not for right now. I look at it like a bond or something. Like it's for later. Like I got some shit, little money. I'm gonna invest. I'm put it right here, boom. But this not for right now. It's for 10 years down the road when I just put $50,000 on a bond and open it up, and now I have 500,000. See what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit. So it's like an investment. So the results gonna always have to catch up to the work because you gotta put in the work first before you can see the results. Now sometimes it catch up faster, but sometimes it catch up over a longer period of time. You feel me? And that would just be the difference of the talent level when the person blowing up fast or blowing up slow. You feel me? So, potential, man. Something you want to think about and seek. Especially if you're looking for longevity in any form. You want to seek your potential because your potential is, it's like it's like how far can we get you along in the progression phase? I'm scared to have like a limited potential. You know what I'm saying? Like I want an unlimited potential for sure, for sure. And that's like one of my things that I try to stay away from because I don't want to go through the things that come with it. Having that limited potential. Nah, I want my potential to be out the charts possible. Because I live in a world of infinite possibilities. And you do too, but you gotta know that. You gotta know it. Another thing about potential, and this is a beautiful thing, but you gotta get this because if you don't, you'll be destroyed before you even get to reach your potential. It's not determined or based off of what nobody say about you or what nobody think about you or how nobody else feel about you. And that's a beautiful thing because you will start to feel a certain type of way when being told you a certain this and a certain that and a certain type of way that's not conducive to success. You'll start to feel some type of way. But you gotta know and steadfast in the information and the idea that my results are separate from me. I'm not my results. Like, I don't care what I'm hearing right now. I know that how this works. I know the work go in and then the results catch up. So why would I let somebody who don't know that or don't understand that? You feel what I'm saying? But people gonna try to. They gonna have their opinions, cause everybody do. And when they do, you gonna have to be able to stay fast on what you believe and what you stand on. And you're gonna have to know how to move around and have that conversation without necessarily getting into a fight or argument or that type of situation. So yeah, man, it's your boy. It's the legendary Quadeuce here. There's been another episode of Quadeuce, the Essence. And you tuned in with Quadeuce. And I'm finna get up out of here because I don't want to make this video too long. Plus, I am super elevated. You know what I'm saying? Very vibrating very high right now. You feel me? So, peace, love, you know what I'm saying? All those good frequencies and energies, I'm sending them your way. And stay positive, stay in that loving energy, stay in that peaceful energy, and understand your potential. Hold on to the ability or the possibility of you having potential. And hold on to the idea and the possibility of your potential being higher, because it is. It's very high. Because just like God, so as you, so are you. You know what I'm saying? And you can say that no matter what way, which way it's gonna fit, because everything is just a little part of God, broken down into many particles. You know what I mean? And if you want to know more about that type of information and what I just said, gotta go watch some of my last and previous videos, and you're gonna see all of that good stuff in there. Alright? So, peace to next time. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Stay loving. Share your love with somebody if you got enough to share. You know what I mean? Until next time. Stay positive, stay elevated. Peace.